Hey guys, my name is Nina Means. I'm the director for Austin Community College Fashion Incubator, and this is Coffee Talk. I wanted to kind of catch up with some of the interesting trends of what's been happening in the fashion industry, specifically as a result of COVID. You guys know that we've all been in this technology space. We've been on countless Zoom meetings. We've been at virtual conferences, paid and unpaid. We've been trying completely new experiences and series of activities in the local market. We haven't we've tried our actually Fashion by Events put on an awesome show. We actually interviewed Matt Swinney of Fashion by Events here recently on our ACCFI Presents channel. So if you didn't get a chance to see that, check our YouTube channel for that. But one of the things that we really have seen a huge uptick in is content creation from fashion brands, and not just your, emerging smaller companies. We've been seeing it all the way up to the luxury level. We're seeing a lot more video kind of pre-COVID, a lot more video, a lot more smaller editorial kinds of indie film like pieces that were coming out of a lot of these brands. However, now, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Gucci has a new 7-part mini series that's a part of a digital film festival. So it's called Gucci Fest. And this is something that is completely out of the box, something I've never seen a luxury label do. And they've actually announced quite a lot of changes during COVID. One was that they were going to go seasonless, so that there were going to be no seasons for Gucci. It's just going to be great product when it's available. The other thing that they were announcing is that they're actually going to combine their men's and women's collections. So it's just going to be just designing product for people, just designing great product for people. So this is going to be a really interesting way to see how these brands are shifting. A lot of the brands didn't show at the normal times this year. Still within that Kering group. Kering is the company that owns Gucci and Saint Laurent and Bottega Veneta and some of these other brands. And so whenever we look at these other labels that is still yet to show, like Bottega Veneta hasn't released yet, Saint Laurent still is, hasn't released their spring 2021 yet. The people who are the brands that are leading the pack, so to speak, on content creation, really Gucci. Gucci's really stepped all the way out. The creative director for Gucci, Michele Alessandro. Sorry, I always say his name backwards. Alessandro Michele. He is, really a visionary. He's really taken the Gucci brand into a completely different direction. It's been much more forward from a cultural standpoint, as well as some of the different silhouettes that they've introduced, some of the imagery that's been created. It's very, very unique. So instead of jam packing, a venue for people to see the collection, you actually go to guccifest.com to see the entire spring line. So it won't have the same effect of how to introduce the product to market. So this is something that we're really excited to see. I believe Gucci Fest actually gets started November 16th. So if you are going to check it out, you're going to want to go to guccifest.com as well as YouTube to kind of check out what the new collection looks like. And it's going to go from, I believe, November 16th to November 22nd. So I'm going to be watching. I'm not sure about you guys, but we want to let you know that that's what's going on. And I think this is really kind of an interesting turn for the future of the way that people are going to be showing collections and getting a chance to experience collections. No doubt, this is probably a very expensive venture. I mean, most places can't afford to put together a 7-part miniseries and dub their own digital film festival. However, Gucci has done just that. So I'll be watching. I hope you guys will get a chance to check it out. This has really kind of created a lot more interest in, like, hey, what's happening next, and who's going to take the mantle for the next wow moment in the digital space for fashion. So I'm really curious to see what develops beyond this. So going seasonless, going digital, really kind of stepping outside of the box. This is really where we are these days to really create engagement, opening up the box for you know, in some ways more accessible luxury, or at least the ability to actually take in that luxury visually. So I can't wait to see what it is that they've created and how that experience will translate onto the screen. So guys, thanks so much. I just wanted to give you kind of a quick update on some of the things that I'm looking at and kind of keeping tabs on. You know, this particular time has made us all content creators, whether we want to be or not. And, you know, the way we stay relevant is to keep the dialogue going. And so this is a part of what we do, is to keep the conversation alive, whether it's through Zoom or whether it's through video or whether it's through your social. There have been so many more ways to contact and connect more authentically throughout this time. So we hope that you're taking advantage of it. We know it's been a very challenging year. You know, every week seems to unveil something new. But we just, you know, want to check in with you, make sure you guys are doing okay, but also kind of keep you updated on what's happening around the fashion world as this pandemic kind of roars on. So hopefully you guys are hanging in there. Definitely stay safe, keep on your face covering, and, you know, take care of those that you love and those who are around you. All right, guys, take care.